It's me, Riley. Today we're doing something different. I've been making tote bags. Well, making a tote bag. It's the first one I've done. But I'm using old jeans, scrap fabric, and this is an old pillowcase. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that one turned out. So I found these, which were blocks that I'd made a while back, and nothing left to use them for. So these are going to get turned into a bag. More black denim cut to stick to each side. You can watch me put them together and see how that goes. I'm not measuring anything, like, properly. I'm just cutting and going with what I feel, basically. That was just Benji. Oh, you can see him. So yeah, literally all I've been doing is just getting it generally at the right level and then just going through it. One side, done! Ugh, I love it when a plan comes together. Next side, oh! This was basically, it was 3 panels. So I had this one, I had another one of this one, and then I had this one in the middle. And I could have left it folded, but it just didn't work out in my brain, so I cut the middle one in half. But now the question is, do I have that at the top or the bottom? I don't know. I think we'll sew, we'll iron, and then we'll see where we're at. This one has a seam, just to add a little bit of texture and funness to it, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not getting upset if they've got seams. Right, let's get these pressed. Have to do that to set my own. So now, I'm just going to line them up together, because I know these ones line up. And then, this is genuinely how messy I've been doing it. So they're semi-lined up there, and then, I'm just going to trim these edges. Then this seems like it's going to be a bit too long, so we'll just cut it down there. Like that. Now it's all nicely lined up. And I'm just going to pin where these seams should match at the bottom. I'm not going to bother with the top because I'm going to make it with an inline, like with a lining, so that shouldn't matter too much. And then we just sew all the way around those 3 edges. Then that's that. Those seams have been sewn. Now we're just going to trim these little corner bits off, close to the stitching, but not actually cutting the stitching, just so that when we turn it inside out it's gonna lie a bit nicer. And already it's looking like a good tote bag, right? So now I just need to do the inside. Okay, so for the lining I'm going to use this that used to be a skirt. I feel like I got plenty of it. And I'm going to do very similar to what I've just done, which is measure it against the thing I want it to be, trim it down, cut to size. So here's the bag, and because it's slightly at an angle, we're going to have to trim off this bit at the bottom, which is sad, but it's what's got to be done. And I am cutting 2 layers at once. At least that's the plan. Okay, yeah, here I am. There we go. Oops. So now that is ready for sewing, and we'll go across these 2 edges together. Somehow I ended up with a lot left over on this side, so it might be a bit too small, but if it is, then it's fine. It's the inside. I mean, technically I'm making them so that they are reversible, but only one side's going to be like fun, if that makes sense. Right, so just get rid of that just so it's easier. And then we put it in bed. So you put right sides together still, and you stick your thing inside. So now we've got right sides together, and just try and keep everything lined up a little bit. I do actually like to put a pin in the edges, like on the sides where the seams actually meet up. That's just ready for its straps. So I'm cutting around this because I want this bit in the middle. And I ain't measuring, just going for it. Done. Right, so once I've done this, I just turn it the other way and sew it top stitch on this side. Iron's gone on standby again, so we'll get that back up and running. And then it's pretty simple after this. I just sew, no I don't, I iron the seam, quite generous. So I'm just folding it and pressing on the fold. Okay, So folded edge is going underneath, unfolded edge is going on top so that I can fold as I go. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to fold this in a little bit more because we seem to have a much smaller strip than I intended. There we go. Thing is, it doesn't really need pressing at this point. Because as it stitches, it automatically flattens it out. Okay. Straps are done. Yay! And they're the same size as each other, roughly. Ish. Wait a sec. Let's get them lined up. Yeah, there you go. See? That close. So now what we need to do is we've already got those bags inside out and pinned. So now we just need to make sure that they're not twisted like that. So put that in there. And where am I putting it? On the pink bit? That's not even pink. On this bit? Yeah, we'll put it around there. Try and make it semi-even. Another pin. Turn it around and do the same again. Goes in there. And then you just have to find what you've done on the other side and match it up. I just need to sew all the way around, leaving a gap. Last time I did it, I made an error and I made a very tiny gap. But considering this is stretchy, we might get away with it. Now this is the fun bit. So I have sewn all the way around. When I've gone over the straps, I've gone back and forth quite a few times. Oh, sorry. Back and forth quite a few times just to extra sturdy it up. And then this is my hold. So now, if we can, tilt you up a little. Oh yeah, this is easier with stretchy fabric. Turn it all the right way out again. And we get to see what his bag looks like, basically finished. Oh, nice. Okay, lining. That's fine. That goes inside there. And there we go. Tote bag. I do like to finish it off by just going around one more time on the top edge, just to seal that hole up that we've just turned it inside out of. 2 tote bags I've finished in a matter of hours. This one looks like I've done so much, which I have, but that was like Riley 10 years ago? It's been a while since I actually did these patches, so yeah, that's been about 8 years ago since I made them. But yeah, I'm super happy with it. Selling these at the market that I'm going to. I was supposed to do a market in December last year for Christmas, but I never got around to it, so this is my other one. Like, look, I kind of want to keep them, but I don't need to. It turns out my partner's leg, like inseam leg, is the perfect size for to go on your shoulder, because I've not chopped them down. That's just literally inseam, so it's got a good inseam leg. But yeah. Hello, it's Riley on a different day. New room, who dis? We've moved bedrooms. That's all there is to it. So I made some more. There is this one, currently containing things, because I've decided I've claimed this one as my own. I like this one too much to sell it. But I was half tempted to steal this one too. Like, he's got little black cats all over it. It's really cute. Using old jeans still. The inside, this one's actually reversible. Because the inside, I had loads of this left from the quilt that I made. That I could actually do like a full thing of lining. So, technically 2 bags in one in that one. This is another fabric that I bought years ago. Lovely little owl. There is this one. I also really like this one. This were an old pair of my mum's trousers with... I think I got these jeans from a charity shop. All made ready for a market. I don't think I'm going to sell any at these market. It's not the kind of one that you'd expect to be selling stuff like this at. So we'll see. Oh, quick update. If anybody's interested, Benji is doing a lot better. He's feeling a lot better. He's on new medication. He's on new dose amounts, and he is on the mend. He will be on this medication for the rest of his life though, but he's feeling better, and that's all that matters currently. So, very happy. We've just been to the vets today, and she's basically said, don't bother coming in again unless you really, really need to. She said we don't need to see him anytime soon unless we really need to see him because he's having issues. So, I'm so happy. I'm seriously so happy. Thank you all ever so much for watching. If you did stick around to the end, thank you ever so much. And next week I'll try and put video up of the actual market. I'm not going to film like as I'm there, but I will film the setup and you know, just different bits and bobs, and I can kind of go through what I took. In fact, I'll probably do that. I'll do a video next week of what I took to the market, what I sold at the market, how I set it up and everything. Anyway, like I said, if you stuck around, thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate you. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more like this, you can subscribe. I will be doing little bits and bobs of lots of different things. I got a new miniature the other day, and I've kind of been filming myself building that. So if that's something that you're interested in, that can be something we do in the future. But for now, I just need to get this market sorted, and then I can think about new crafting projects, because I've also got like lots of birthdays in this month that I've been having to work for. So yeah, there's been a lot of crafting stuff, and then obviously Benji's kind of taken up a lot of my brain power to make sure that he's okay. And then we moved all the rooms around, so I've had a very busy couple of weeks. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. Please, if you enjoyed it, give it a like, give me a subscribe, and yeah, just that makes me happy. Have a good day. Bye bye.